Thinking about all the events of Elbaf got me going back to our Cypherpole Asia Zero members who were previously part of Cypherpole 9. Here's the funny part about them. I have often thought that it would probably be possible for Kumadori and Funkuro to get Devil Fruits because they were the only ones of our CP9 gang who didn't have Devil Fruit abilities. I think it's also possible too, like the majority of them, Blue Nose kind of an odd one out, but the majority of them have animal motifs that coincide with their Devil Fruits in one way or another. The weird ones, of course, being the Paramecia guys, Bluno and Khalifa. Khalifa used her soap bubbles to look like a sheep, so that checks out. But Bluno with the door fruit is kind of weird, and I don't know what that means, seeing as how his animal motif was a bull. But the animal motifs of Kumadori and Funkuro were the lion and the owl, respectively. So, taking that into account, I think it's probably going to be possible, and I hope this is the case because it will really start to open up the door for how diverse and unique Devil Fruits can be. But I would really like it if Kumadori specifically got the cat fruit model Manicore. If you don't know, a Manicore is this weird human-faced lion that exists in Impel Down. After Blackbeard's events in Impel Down, one of them has escaped to Totland, in which it was captured by Big Mom and is currently within Montdoor's book. But seeing as how these are just normal creatures in One Piece, even though in the real world they are mythological creatures, but seeing as how they are real creatures in the One Piece world, it would be kind of cool if there was a devil fruit for them. And I think this will fit Kumadori very well because his animal motif is the lion, and these are technically lions. The reason why Kumadori would not have, like, say, the normal lion fruit is because, unfortunately, that has been taken by Rhodes' cat, Iscat, who most likely, even though it hasn't been named yet, he most likely has the cat fruit model lion. With that being said, moving on to Funkuro. Funkuro could have an owl fruit because that hasn't really been discovered yet. So he could simply have the bird fruit model owl. Or if we're going down a very odd route and taking us back to thinking of Impel Down, there is a possibility that he could have the bird fruit model Basilisk, as the Basilisk was this weird snake chicken thing that existed inside of Impel Down, specifically on level 2. And even though it's not an owl, it is a bird, and it is a real animal that exists in One Piece. So it would be very similar to his theming, because his theming is that of a bird, but it would be, I guess, significantly different. And these powers do, I guess, fall in line with the people they fought during the Enies Lobby arc, because of course Kumadori fought Chopper, so him getting a Zoan fruit really does work out. Now, the idea of Funkuro becoming like a weird snake chicken doesn't really compare well to Frankie, but the chicken does have a crest like Frankie's pompadour, so I don't know, maybe that's a correlation there if you want to make the claim. But yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. Funkuro gets the bird fruit model Basilisk, and then Kumadori gets the cat fruit model Manicore. I think those would be really cool powers for those guys if we're looking to give them power-ups in the future. But with that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede. What's it?